there's a few different things I would do with lists. First of all, you can go to the main list page and you can see there's a bunch of lists here that you can follow. So, Sunsika's got a list. She did an in-person event to onboard new users and then put them all on a list together. So you can use that. I've got a list for all the news to threads accounts. So you can follow other people's lists as long as they make them public. So you can either, when you make a list, you can choose if it's public or private. These are obviously all the public lists. If you go here, so you can follow anything that's public. If you want to create a new list, you go to this page and then you click create a new list. You put an image, title, description, and then, like I said, you can choose to make it private or public. If you make it private, then nobody else can see it but you. If you make it public, then other users who are premium can follow that list. So after you've got a few lists, you actually can do a few things with them. One, you can go to the home page and you'll see for you latest trending following, and then you'll see your lists, and you can actually select one of your lists, and then it'll show you threads from people in your list. So whatever list this is, it'll obviously show the threads from them. Um, so that's kind of the best way to use lists, in my opinion, is like create a list or follow a good list, and then you can go to that you can go to the home page and select it, and then you basically are just getting threads that are fed by that list. The other thing you can do is go to the settings page, and then you can change your default view. So if you're following a specific list, let's say like, I've wanted to actually see, so if you're listening to this, I've wanted to see more like really good lists get created. So if you create a really good list, obviously you have to make it public if you want other people to follow it. I think it'd be really useful to have it, all these different lists, because then once you're following a list, you can actually make it your home default feed. So rather than, obviously I'm on the default latest, you can choose any of those to be defaulted to. But if you make one of these your default feed and click save, I might need to refresh, but let's see if it does it. It might just sometimes it takes a few minutes to reset your cache. But essentially, when you set that default feed, it'll then when you go to the home page, it'll go specifically to that feed. So I would say those are kind of like the key ways to use lists. Really, lists are one of those features where it's what you make of them. I've seen a very like a lack of usage on lists, and I think that it's like a super super useful feature. If you use it correctly.